Assalamu alaikum, sorry. I'm going to wait a little bit for people to join in, and then I will discuss a little bit about my new campaign coming up, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be a lot of work on not only on my part, but hopefully the people in the MMA community in Pakistan, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, chat. We got 21 people, so I'm gonna get started now. Okay, so what is going on is that I'm gonna be starting a new campaign in conjunction with the WWF. You see from my little panda friend, the World Wildlife Fund, to save the vultures of Pakistan and South Asia. So let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. And for all of you watching right now, it's really, really important that you listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what a vulture in Urdu is called a gid, right? And there's those birds that eat the meat of decaying animals. They look like an eagle except they're bald. They don't have any hair on their head. Or rather, they don't have any feathers on their head. So, in the past 10 years, the vulture population of Pakistan has declined by 99%. Okay, declined by 99% because of a drug called diclofenac, which is given to livestock as a pain reliever, as an anti-inflammatory, and this gives vultures renal failure, and they die within a few days of consuming meat that's been tainted. So, for the next year that's going on, I am going to be helping raise awareness and also raise funds to save the vulture. And so, two things that are important about this, right? One, you know that the vulture is now in danger, right? You know what the vulture is, and well, why does it matter, right? Like they look gross, they're ugly. Why should we care? What vultures do is they clean up the decaying corpses of animals. If that doesn't happen, then what happens instead is that wild dogs, rats, crows, and the ground, right? They will come in and they will then take the place of the vulture and eat the flesh of that decaying animal, or absorb the decay of that animal as in the soil. And then you have diseases like anthrax, like rabies, etc. Not to mention now you have an overabundance of rats, of overabundance of dogs that can spread these diseases around. And then that can also seep into the groundwater. And there have been studies already that show that this is affecting our lives, and that diseases in places where vultures were heavily dependent upon to clean up the carcasses have gone up. So this is why it's important. Does anybody have any questions right now about this? Does anybody not even know what a vulture is? There's Shahid's phone. So anyway, now going forth, what we plan to do is that the WWF they have a conservation center in Changamanga. Okay, so this conservation center, this breeding center, is the last place for vultures in the Punjab, the gyps, the white-backed vulture. So what we need to do is, this place doesn't cost a lot of money to maintain. It costs roughly about 12 to 15 lakh per year to maintain. And this is where the last vultures, this is the Noah's Ark of vultures in Pakistan. So we're going to try to raise money and raise awareness to get corporations, to get private citizens to help, take charge and, take action to save a species that is so integral to the ecosystem in Pakistan. So this is a campaign that's going to be going on. You're going to hear me talk about it a lot more and more. And you're going to get sick of it, but you're going to know a lot about vultures. I promise you that. And for those of you who this may have been like a new thing that you may not have heard about, just tell one other person, right? And then let's start the chain going on from there. So that's the big campaign. That's the big fight for right now. There will be more coming, like real ones too, where they get cuts like this one. But in the meantime, we have to concentrate on the bigger fight, which is the one to make our lives and the lives of people around us better. So thank you for watching, guys. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.